Hello and welcome to the second one. Right now, what we're going to do is continue our discussion. We got done with homeostasis and metabolism, which homeostasis is all of like our ability to try to maintain a stable environment, and metabolism are the processes that we covered first semester that drive us to be able to maintain that, or not maintain it, sorry, that drive us to be able to do items. We then ended with discussing behavior. Behaviors are our responses and reactions to different stimuli inside our bodies and outside our bodies to maintain that homeostasis. We have two major types of behaviors. We're going to first talk about what are called innate behaviors. Innate behaviors are the behaviors that we are born with that are in our DNA. They are coded. They are a sequence of DNA nucleotide bases that tell us this is the item that we need, or this is the protein that we need to produce. A synonym of innate behaviors are instinctive behaviors. So instinctive and innate are both the same, or meaning behaviors that are controlled by our DNA. For instance, we can call this a lot of times in just everyday walking down the street, this is our nature. Our nature is to have an allele like, I like this one down here, the example I gave you, an allele for sucking. In this case, what I'm talking about is the suckling action, not the giggle action that a 14-year-old boy had. Sucking in this case would be the suckling action of a baby calf. In a baby calf's alleles, there are different genes that control that calf to want to suck when it is born. And it'll want to nurse on our cow if it has the correct alleles. Those alleles then would produce a genotype. The genotype would be the two configurations of alleles got from mother and got from father or got from bull and cow. This would produce a phenotype of behaviors that would say, I have the sequence of nucleotide bases to make the protein that makes my behavior to want to nurse the mother after I'm born. That would be the calf. However, sometimes calves have the allele or gene, and they have the gene from mom and dad that are in the correct genotype to produce a phenotype that has a nucleotide base sequence in its DNA to produce the proteins that are making the behavior to have what's called a poor sucking reflex syndrome. This is when the baby calf is born and it doesn't want to suckle the mother. It doesn't have that natural behavior in it. When people start selecting animals, sometimes they select for phenotypic traits that also have phenotypic behaviors with them that aren't exactly desirable. The calf might be the greatest muscled calf and the perfect birth weight and will turn into one meaty animal that could make a lot of good hamburger, but it doesn't want to nurse its mother because it doesn't have that behavior in its DNA. So it could then have a negative effect on all of its genetics. We then come into play, and as producers of these livestock, we need to make sure that we give them the proper attention. To give you the same sort of idea, in people, some people are born with what's called Down syndrome. Down syndrome is a DNA sequence that causes some behavioral differences, or it gives us alleles that it's actually extra alleles that cause abnormalities in our genotypes or gene sequences, and then causes abnormalities in the phenotypes. These DNA sequences then disrupt the protein synthesis that not only causes different looks, it also can cause different behaviors. Down syndrome individuals usually have behaviors that are abnormal than the typical one. And in this case, these individuals that can handle society just like we can make our other animals, like our calves, they can handle society by us giving them help. And that is one of the beautiful things about having behaviors within people, is that we can help other people and organisms. All of these behaviors that I just got done talking about are instinctive behaviors, or behaviors that are in our DNA.